Afternoon, good evening, good whenever you encounter this. Happy Sunday to all you wonderful people. You know what time it is. It's time for a little spiritual counsel. It's time for a little bit of spiritual tea spilling time. I'm here to help you start this week out correctly. I'm here to guide you through this thing called life. That's right, that's right. Good morning, Katie Graham in the house, Dane in the house, Misty in the house, Tara Gonzalez, hey baby, good morning. AVG in the house, Big Dane Energy in the house, Antidote Archive, reminding people to like the video. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my sweet, sweet, sweet friend. Shannon, good morning. Grims, good morning. Shan MC, good morning. She bad, hello, hello. Lighthouse Massage in the place to be. Good morning to you, baby. Aaron Williamson, good morning. Ashanti Lee, unwilling matriarch. Hello, hello, hello. Been so long, but you're right on time today. Owlet Rose in the house. Donna is in the house. Becky Wilson, hey baby, how you doing? Sweet Tea 390's in the house. Good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. My OGs are already doing what they need to do. So if you're not new to this, you true to this. You've been in more than one of these here lives. You've been following me for a while. You know what to do. Show me those purple hearts in the comments. Show me those blue hearts in the comments. Show me those. I almost said caterpillars. No, 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 no. You guys are butterflies, baby. You've already bloomed. You've got your wings. Show me those butterflies. Now, speaking of caterpillars, if you are new to this, you randomly got dropped off in this live, you don't know what the heck is going on, you've only been following me for a couple of minutes, a few months, a few weeks, you haven't been here long, go ahead and put those yellow or green hearts in the comments, or caterpillars, baby, because you're new here, but you about to get your wings soon. You about to get your wings soon. Good morning, Themperer. I came to make cupcakes. I adore your name. I adore your name. I came to make cupcakes. Julia Katara. Love it. Butter the Garage Cat is ready for Weird Church. Well, I'm happy to hear that because I'm ready to give y'all Weird Church, okay? Welcome to the Speak and Spank, honey. Welcome to the Sunday service where I spill the spiritual tea and help us navigate through this random wild thing we call life in this piece, okay? So you know what to do. It's time to get yourself ready. Go ahead and grab your notebooks. Go ahead and grab your comfort items. Grab your hydration stations. Now, as a spiritual dom, I'm always about y'all drinking your water. Please drink your water. But when we do Sundays, you can drink whatever you want. I'm not that hardcore. So today I've got some tea. What are we working with? This is peach black tea. I'm trying a new brand. It's called, I don't know what it's called. Is this the brand? I think it's the brand. It's called Choice Organic. So I like peach flavored things. This tea is giving me all of the life and all that good stuff. So grab your tea, grab your coffees, grab your waters, grab whatever you need, honey. Grab your notebooks, your soft things, your comfort items, because it's the speak and spanking. We about to get to speaking and spanking in this piece, okay? While you do that, I'm going to introduce the process for the new folks, you know, to give you a little bit of time to get yourself situated. Like, you need to. We all need a little bit of time to get ourselves situated sometimes, so I'm going to give that to you, all right? Now, for the new people, let me break down how this works. This is a divination. This is a reading, a general reading. You may connect with one or two things. You might connect with all the things, but this is collective community counsel, okay? I am your reverend healer. I'm going to be guiding you through this here process. I have a couple of tools that I like to use. Now, I'm a whole medium. I'm a whole psychic. I don't need this. I got the clairvoyance, the claircognizance, all the clairs. Not all the clairs. I got a few of the clairs, okay? So I don't need these tools, but I love tools because I'm a maximalist. We like things in this piece. So first and foremost, let me introduce you to the cards we're gonna be working with today. We are working with the Hands and Heart Tarot. The Heart and Hands Tarot. The Heart and Hands Tarot. Hello. I love this deck. You know I'm a sucker for a black and white aesthetic. We're gonna be working with the Earth and Bone Oracle decks. And guess you see the book here because I love these affirmations that come with the Earth and Bone Oracle deck, okay? We are also going to be working with the Seasons of the Witch Beltane deck, okay? And to say it again, we're gonna be working with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. You know what, you love it, you want some more of it, okay? All right. Now that you've been introduced to the cards, let me introduce you to the other elements. Now, I'm always surrounded, at least 10,000 at these points in the game, 20,000 strong. Orisha Loa, my ancestors. But when I do these readings, I like to bring my rock friends. The rock friends we're working with today is Desert Rose, okay? We've got a little bit of Desert Rose in the building. We're also working with Malachite. Malachite, beautiful poisonous Malachite. Please be careful with this one right here. Please be careful with this one right here. We love it. We love it. We love it. But also it's a little poisonous. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful when you're handling that. And last but not least, we've got some black amethyst, baby. That's right. Black amethyst. Black amethyst. Okay. Once you go black, you never go back. Okay. So those are the rock friends we're working with today. I've introduced you to the cards we're going to be using now. Last but not certainly least, we've got one of the other main characters in this here show. Okay. Now, you've entered the LadySpeech experience. Of course, I'm the main character. Hello. Goodbye. Of course, I'm the main character. Hello. Goodbye. But when I do these here readings, I like to bring the deacon assistant, the assistant deacon, okay? We like to engage in something called call and response on this here channel because the society has taught us to use our words to hurt ourselves, first and foremost, and others, okay? But over here, we like to use our words to uplift ourselves and others because words are what spells. Words are what spells. And we acknowledge that our words are powerful and so are our spells. So we have the deacon assistant and they help us with that, okay? The deacon assistant encourages us to use our words to affirm first and foremost ourselves and each other, okay? The deacon assistant's affirmation box, the assistant deacon affirmation box. We're in a cult run by this here inanimate object. For you new people, you don't get it. By the end of the reading, oh, you will. The deacon reads the reading, and then the deacon reads us for the filth, honey. For the filth. For the filth. The deacon leads us for the filth. And we just take it because ultimately it's for our highest good. Now, call and response. How does this work? I'm going to reach into this box of delights, this box of affirmations, this box of quotes, this box of parts from poems and songs and Quran and the Bible. And I'm going to pull randomly from this here box, okay? I'm going to say the affirmation. I'm going to speak it. And then it's going to spank you, okay? And then after it spanks you, you're going to repeat the affirmation because that's what we do. It's a call and response. I call, you respond, okay? We're going to play a game of repeat after me. We're going to play a game of repeat after me. We're going to play a game of repeat after me. We're going to play a game of repeat after me. Welcome to the Speak and Spank. Class is in session. Have you gotten your notebooks? You got what you need, your soft things. You put me in your earbuds. You got your cleaning supplies out. You're doing what you need to do so that you can process. Did you grab your fidget toys? You grab what you need. Grab what you need, baby, because once we start this ride, I'm going to advise you to keep all hands and feet inside, okay? Lock your doors, honey, and put those safety bars down because we've got a roller coaster ride to go on today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's okay to cry, as Big Date Energy said. That's right. The deacon's pronouns are what? Fuck around and find out. What are my pronouns, children? All of them, she, her, they, them, he, king, okay? I want to show some love and appreciation for all my supporters in the building. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you for the way that you have held me down, for the way that you have held me up, for the way that you uplifted me. I appreciate the fact that y'all been rocking with me for so long, and I couldn't keep going without any of you. So thank you for just always showing up for me. Thank you for liking these videos. Thank you for uplifting these videos. Thank you for passing them on, okay? Thank you for tuning in week after week. Thank you for going off and doing your own thing. And then when you need some love, some goodness, you come back to me. I appreciate y'all's loyalty. I appreciate y'all's support. And I want you to know that I, from the deepest parts of my heart, love and appreciate every single one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You are also very wonderful. Now, let's break off into this here reading, shall we? We begin with the Heart and Hands Tarot, darling, and we've got the 7 of the Major Arcana suit. This is the Chariot, but as you can see, it's reversed, honey, so let's talk about it. The Chariot energy, when it is upright, it is about ambition. It is about driving yourself to where you need to go. It is about maintaining the balance between all yourselves, the different polarities of you, in order to get you to where you need to go, okay? When we see this card upright, she's on a mission. Whoever this is, she is driving her car. She's got her wings behind you. This is an open road. Ain't no obstacle. She is flying towards her dreams, goals, and desires. But it came up reversed, honey, because you might have experienced a hiccup, and that's okay. As long as you learn. Did you learn something? Did you learn something? Did you learn something? Some of you have reached this space where you have received a hiccup, where there is a challenge before you. You're driving along the road and a nail, you drove over a nail, and now your tire is nincompoop, okay? Here's the thing, though. I don't want you to stay fixated on it. Look at what happened there. What happened? How did you contribute to the problem, okay? Where can you learn from this situation, okay? It is time to address that fork in the road. It's time to address that nail in the tire, okay? It's time to address whatever it is that has proven itself an obstacle to you. Address it head on. You can get past this and then write your course. Get back on the road and continue to drive. And one heartbreak, one hiccup does not stop the show, okay? One hiccup does not stop the show. One heartbreak does not stop the show. Now, if you haven't experienced this, you might experience this. It might have been smooth sailing, and all of a sudden you come across a barrier. You come across a challenge that you need to get past. You can get past this. Do not let this take you off of your course. It's going to be very important that you do whatever you need to do to heal. You do what you need to do to get over it, okay? Now, this is not about acting like it didn't affect you. You ain't got to act like it didn't affect you. You didn't got to act like it affected you, okay? It's okay to take a minute and breathe. It's okay to take a minute and stomp your feet and have a little tantrum, okay? It's okay to cry about it. All right, cry about it. It's okay to cry. What does our deacon always say? It's okay to cry. Cry about it and boss up anyway. It is your job to not let the little challenges, the little potholes of life throw you off your game to the point where you are not accomplishing your dreams or your goals, all right? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, change the tire, and get back on course. Do not let that little hiccup take you away from your greatness. Do not sit with it and learn from it. How did you contribute to this situation? How did you not pay attention to the red flags before? How can you learn from this so that you can convert this knowledge that you gained from this situation into wisdom and understanding, and you can use this to make even better decisions moving forward, okay? There was a lesson in this for you. Now, there are some times when things happen in life, life is just life, and it ain't good. There ain't no lesson. It just sucks. I'm not one of those people who's going to sit up here and tell you that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes life is just sucking. But there are lots of times when there is a point to that lesson. There are lots of times when that happened for a reason. There are lots of times when we need to sit with what happened and examine all angles of it. It doesn't mean you are a bad person. It just means that some things happen and we need to take a look at it. Are your abandonment issue showing? Is your codependency issue showing? Is your past trauma issue showing? Whatever it is, address it. Address it. And whatever is up for you to address, I can tell you right now, Spirit is making you address it now so it doesn't become a bigger problem in the future. Now, we all about free will over here. You can choose not to address anything. You can choose not to look at anything. You ain't got to do any of that, okay? But I'm telling you, what is not addressed in these moments is going to come back to bite you in about a year, 6 months, 2 years, 5 years. And guess what? You're going to have more to lose then. You're going to have more to lose then. You know, this card right here reminds me of 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when Spirit was like, no, actually, it was 3 years ago, because I have to be honest, I've been on my health, my fitness journey for about 3.5 years. So Spirit came to me and was like, but 2.5 years ago, Spirit was like, you've been slow and steady, which is great, but it's time for you to get serious. You need to punch it. You need to push it. We're not playing with you. You need to make some concrete changes to the way you live your life, and you need to reclaim your flexibility, your mobility, and your strength. And I'm so thankful, fast forward 2.5 years later, that I focused on that. I completely understand that if I hadn't done that 2 years ago, my knees, I would be in a very bad situation. I know I'd be in a very bad situation, from my knees to my ankles to my hips. When I moved to Ohio, baby, my body broke down within 2 months of me being here. It was the most unreal thing I had ever experienced in my life. Okay, and it was such a really big wake up call for me. I'm sitting in a position where I'm so glad I did that, because everything that's going on in my life now, I wouldn't be able to step up. I wouldn't be able to handle it mentally, spiritually, emotionally, the good, the bad, the ugly, and in between, had I not stepped up my game. Okay, so take care of it. Take care of it. All right. You driving your chariot. You done ran across a pothole. Take care of it. All right. Whatever issue that has come up that has derailed you a bit, address it. Look at it. Move with it head on, and then get back in your car. Get back in the driver's seat of your life, and continue to go towards your dreams and your goals. Okay. Continue to go, but this is not the time to ignore it. This is not the time to be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna no. Address it. Stop the car, address it. Okay, by addressing things is not gonna, if you don't address things, that's how it's gonna derail you. Stopping the car, stopping life for a second, hitting pause and saying, let me look at this. Let me look at this. Let me look at this and examine from the up, the down, to the rooter, to the tutor, what happened here, so I can understand, dissect it, so that you understand all the working elements, and you can use that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to put you into a bigger, brighter future. Okay? Okay. Exactly. Carlos Gonzalez said it. Pivot. This is the time to pivot. This is the time to pivot. This is the time to pivot. Now, why is this important? Because we move on to the 9 of Pentacles. Good things are coming. Good things are here. If you've been following me on social media, I've been since last year, since the end of last year, this phrase, good things are coming, good things are here, had come to me. And I'm ending a lot of my statuses, just greetings that way. Good things are coming, good things are here, good things are here, good things are coming. Okay, you want to make sure that you pivot, you do what you need to do, because good things are here, good things are coming. The reason why you do not want to let these challenges take you off course, because good things are here, good things are coming. Good things are here, good things are coming. Do not self-sabotage. Do not use these few things that are going on. Do not use these hiccups. Do not use these potholes in the rolls and the road and the rolls. These, I need some Texas rolls. I've been thinking about that for the last 4 days. I need some Texas Roadhouse rolls with the honey butter, baby. Anyway, don't let these few hiccups in your life, don't use this as an excuse to self-sabotage. You better not. You better not. You better not. I think the hell not. I think the hell not. You better not use this pause in the road as a space to stop. Spirit didn't ask you to stop. Spirit didn't ask you to stop. Spirit asked you to pause. Spirit didn't ask you to stop. Good things are here. Good things are coming. You're moving towards a better space in life. You're moving towards a space where you are independent and autonomous. You are moving towards a space where you're receiving prosperity and good things. You have come a long way, okay? And you're on your way to good things being here. This is why we can't let the challenges, we got to just move through them. You have everything you need to do to get through the challenges before you move through them, because you're moving towards a good future. You're moving towards good things. Do not self sabotage, okay? Fight that urge, all right? When we go back to this card, in the beginning, how did you contribute? How did you contribute? How did you contribute? How did you contribute? Did you not listen to the red flags as Spirit was telling you? Did you not move on when Spirit told you to move on? Did you choose to trust a person that you shouldn't have trusted? Did you move in too fast into a relationship and you should have waited? Did you let your codependency rule you? Whatever it is, are you letting your fear and your insecurity rule you? Whatever it is, it's time to address it. It's time to address it, okay? So that you can move on into good things. Pentacles is about prosperity, especially when it comes to the material things. So your money about to get good, okay? You're about to enter into a position. Some of you, this is better job. Some of you, you're about to enter into a cooperative position where it's more village style. For some of you, you're about to stabilize out and become stable for yourself for the first time and truly be your foundation, okay? Do not let these hiccups in the road stop you from your greatness. Don't let the heartbreak, don't let anything that you're going through right now stop you from getting towards your goals. Your spirits are holding a carrot out in front of you saying, come on. Everything you work for is worth it. We've got a reward for you. Take these last couple steps. Keep it pushing. Stop, pause, address the issues, get back in your car, and keep going towards your goal, all right? Because Spirit is about to hook you the hell up. Don't stop. Get it, get it. 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 That's me cheerleading you. I'm cheerleading you. You can do it. Go team. You got this. You got this, and your entire spiritual team got you. Don't forget that. All right. Let's check in with these comments. Tara said, ooh, wee baby, address this shit. Amen. Amen. Jen said, we started the same dance as soon as you said it. Lighthouse said, now I'm thinking about speculoos from Trader Joe's. Yeah, we are. I took us on a food tangent. Everybody, when we get off this reading, go get you a good snack. Go get you a good snack, honey. Go get you a good snack. Honey badger, honey butter. That sounds intriguing, disgusting, and appetizing all at the same time. Carlos Gonzalez says, you are your worst enemy and know all of your weaknesses. Exactly. That's what makes you your best and worst enemy, because you know your weaknesses. And the enemy in you can attack those at any time. Okay? AVG said, Spirit coming hard today. Katie said, those rolls are good. Yes, the hell they are. Yes, the hell they are. The Ginger said, stopping in for just a sec before getting into a new business venture. Yes, the Ginger, yes. Honora said, fell off my weight loss track, but I'm pivoting. Pivot, honey, pivot. Pivot, honey, pivot. Nico said, I'm getting all these signs my life is going to turn around in a major way, and I just need to trust the divine, but it's terrifying because I don't know how I'll pay bills in a few months. But I'm being told it's okay. Yes. Lean into your faith and lean into the way Spirit tells you. When Spirit tells you what to do, just obey, okay? Spirit has your back. You are being guided. You are being led. And if Spirit says it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, baby. It's going to be okay. Byla Moon said, I'm meeting people to start things and work on community. Yes, honey. Y'all's life is about to pivot, and low-key, y'all, some of us needed this chaos. We needed this heartbreak. We needed this, whatever it is that you've been going through, to really smooth the rest of the way toward your dreams out. I know that at first, like, it was like this, what was the point of this chaos? But we cannot remember that chaos and harmony work hand in hand. Oftentimes, when Spirit introduces a lot of chaos into your world, it serves as a cleaning up and clearing agent. It serves as a space where people start revealing their true selves, where you reveal your true self, and good things can begin to happen once things are put in their place. Sometimes chaos is there to clear the air, and we can't proceed into peace without it. One of the most, as a birth and death doula, one of the most chaotic things I've ever witnessed in life is a birth. And I don't care how violent, I don't care how peaceful it is. there is nothing more chaotic than birth. There is nothing. When we think about what's going on in the birthing person in the mother's body, like child, yeah, the hips is breaking apart. There's all types of stuff. The psyche has to die on a spiritual level. The birthing person, the mother, is in between worlds. That's chaotic as hell. To do what? To bring a harmonious new life into this planet. Okay, so from chaos, harmony is often birthed. Your harmony is coming. Weather this chaos. Look at this chaos, eyes wide open. Be honest about where you contributed. Be honest about where you can heal, grow, and improve. And let spirit work for your highest good. Okay? All right. Thank you so very much for your super chat. Sharp Knife saves lives. Let me go ahead and pass the collection plate. The Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. The PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. Always feel empowered to show your financial appreciation for this labor. I appreciate you so very deeply and so very much. Again, thank you for your super chat. Michelle Lee said, I've been slacking on getting my physical health back together, and these videos are definitely helping me to keep motivated for sure. Thank you for being you. You are welcome, baby. You are welcome, honey. You are welcome, baby. You are welcome, honey. Shannon C said, this is so on target. The eclipse and the retrograde energies have been rough. It is chaotic as hell, and people are acting out left and right lately. Yes, honey. Yes, they are. Let this be a blessing, though, okay? People are showing themselves where they're at. So as people are showing themselves, believe them and act what? Accordingly. Act accordingly. Act accordingly. All right, we're going to move. Oh, no, we're not going to move on into that. What am I doing? The deacon said, hold up, wait a minute. You can't do it unless I'm in it. Hold up, wait a minute. You can't go unless I'm in it. So we've got some affirmations to do. We've got some affirmations to do. We got some affirmations to do. All right, repeat after me. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. You better honor it. 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 You better honor it, especially if you want other people to. Honor it yourself. All right. Next up, we have my inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. Say it with your chest. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. My inner guidance leads me to the right healing modalities for me. All right, because not everybody's methods are good for everybody. As someone who believes in therapy, I can also say that I only believe in therapy if you have a culturally competent and spiritually competent person who sees you and understands you, who is working on their anti-blackness, anti-fat phobia, not anti-fat phobia, but their anti-fatness, and those are rare. And also, that's not the only type of therapy. Indigenous cultures have always had therapeutic aspects to our spiritual practices and our cultural practices that should be honored just as much as the Western styles of therapy are honored, okay? The right healing modalities will find you and will work for you when you prioritize finding the right healing modalities for you. Not everything works for everybody. 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 So honor yourself. And also, it's really important to not, especially when it comes to healing, do not go into the fads, the healing fads that people do. If something resonates with you, research it. But Don't just get on these healing fads that folks do, because again, not everything works for everybody. All right. All right. We have a couple other super chats to celebrate. Heather, thank you so much for your super chat, baby. I appreciate you. This is your first super chat on the stream, so thank you, thank you, thank you, my love. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh my God, look at y'all in the comments just supporting one another. I love it. Like y'all having your side conversations, you're doing your thing. I love it. Everything is perfect. Becky said, for me, it's about accepting my role and my circumstances without judgment. Universe isn't judging me as harshly. I'm judging myself. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for saying that. That is something that I preach a lot here on this channel, that a lot of y'all's, what impedes a lot of self-growth is the self-shame and the self-judgment. There's a lot of us who can't move past the things we need to move past, especially when it comes to taking accountability for the way that we were monstrous to ourselves and others, because of the incredible amount of shame that we carry and the incredible amount of judgment. You did what you did. Do not judge yourself for it. Dissect it. Why did you do it? Why did you do it? Was it your indoctrination? Was it your training? Were you in having a mental health episode? That judgment and shame piece keeps people from dissecting their behaviors that are toxic so that they can stop doing them. All shame and judgment is going to do is back you in a corner and make you double down on the bullshit. That's what it's going to do. It's going to make you double down on the BS, all right? So again, without judgment, without shame, dissect the judgment and the shame. And if you can't do it without judgment and without shame, well, before you get to the issue, then you will understand that you need to work with the self-judgment and the self-shame and discover, where did that come from? A lot of times it's a combination of society, your cultural practices, the individual culture of your family, white supremacy, and Abrahamic religions, with a sprinkle of something different in there, depending on what your situation is. You got to figure out what combination created that inside of you so that you can dissect it and move on to better days, okay? Let's see. Becky said, shame keeps me from asking for help. Yes, honey. Yes, yes. And we got to stop that, because we all need help. We all need help. We all need help. Every single one of us needs help, okay? Roxy says, the love in this group is amazing. I'm grateful for all of you. Please keep being your authentic selves. I love it. Yes, Carlos, I'm going to be on the Discord. I actually have the date. I just never put it up. I thought about that right before I went live. I was like, oh my God, I have this Zoom meeting all set up and I just never put it up. So that's going up in the comments as soon as this is done. Okay. All right. Lenora said, y'all, my son, who is 13 and very neurospicy, has been selected by his teachers once again to receive an award acknowledging his hard work and his schoolwork. Congratulations to your son. Congratulations to your son. Please let him know that we are celebrating him and we are so proud. I am so proud of him. Hard work, well done to that little great spirit. And thank you for sharing your wins in this group. I love to see it. I love to celebrate it. I love to see it. I love to celebrate it. Congratulations, baby. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, beautiful people. We're going to move on to the Earth and Bone deck. Now, you know, many of my oracle decks come with affirmations. I love that about that. But I particularly love these affirmations. So I'm going to read the affirmations to you first. First off, we have the one of the, because these are numbers, so the number 1 space, and this is the shelter card. The keywords on this are spiritual growth, accountability, and healing. So before we get into this interpretation and me breaking that down, let me read you the affirmation. And I'm going to read it at least twice. The affirmation says, I am whole and do not need to chase anything in order to be complete. I am aligned with what I've learned and how I have grown. I am better, wiser, and stronger because of my experiences and lessons. I'm going to read this one more time. I am whole and do not need to chase anything in order to be complete. I am aligned with what I've learned and how I've grown. I am better, wiser, stronger because of my experiences and lessons, okay? This shelter card is also about finding shelter inside of ourselves, all right? We have spiritual growth, accountability, and healing. These are the main words on this space. You can't grow without being accountable. Honey, we are all problematic. Your favorites are, I'm problematic. I've never run from that. I've never run from the fact that I am a work in progress as well as a masterpiece in motion. And because of this, I'm always open to being checked. I've got a group of friends around me that are always going to let me know when my shit is stinking, when my slip is showing, when I ain't doing what I need to do, okay? I'm surrounded by people who can openly name where they were the problem. And for the most part, when my community, when we come to the table and we've got problems, we are also going to start with ourselves before we start with the other person. We're going to name where we were messed up. We're going to name what we were going through. We're not offering any excuses. What we are offering is explanation. Self-accountability is a thing. We are coming to a space of spiritual growth. We are coming to a space where we are doing the deep, deep healing, where we understand how we have contributed to the issues, not only globally, but also personally and locally. All right. We're coming to a space where we can seek shelter within ourselves. Are you safe enough for yourself? I'm going to tell you this. If someone cannot be held accountable, if they are not self-accountable, they are not safe for themselves. And if they are not safe for themselves, they are not safe for you. If you are not safe for yourself, you are not safe for anyone else. People who cannot be held accountable, people who do not hold themselves accountable, people who act like they shit don't stink, end up experiencing a lot of loss. They also end up experiencing a lot of static in relationships, okay? Now, we all have relationship issues and problems. We all have it. Ain't nobody perfect here on this planet. But there are some of us who are always fighting. The girls are fighting. The boys are fighting. It's never right. They are always going through strife. And usually when it comes down to it, they're the common denominator, okay? Again, those people are not safe for themselves. So they cannot be safe for other people. All right. Self-accountability is a thing. Spiritual growth is a thing. This is a moment to sit down and take stock of how you've grown. This is a moment to sit down and pat yourself on the back, to give yourself a round of applause, a standing ovation for how far you've grown. This is an invitation to look at who you were in the past and why, how damaged you were, and how you were leaning into that damaged aspect of you. This is an invitation to understand how far you picked yourself up, how far you have picked yourself up and took yourself to a new space with your growth, okay? Healing, I'm always saying, I've been saying this for at least 15 years, well documented. Healing is a whole journey, not a destination, okay? We do reach plateaus. We do reach points when we have done the deep healing work and we have eradicated. This issue is not a thing anymore, all right? But due to the nature of this society, due to the nature of the generational pain that we hold in our bones and in our blood and in our DNA, healing is something that we will do from the moment we realize we need to do it until the day we die, until our last breath. It is something that is not a destination. It is a journey that we are always climbing and working in and towards and on, okay? And again, it is necessary to treat it like this because this society is hell-bent on traumatizing us every single hour, every single minute of every single day. Healing is all the way hard, but what? Staying wounded is harder. Exactly, Lighthouse Massage. We know the deacon talks to us every single 4 business weeks with that quote. And exactly, healing is hard, but staying wounded is harder, okay? Be a shelter to yourself and be a shelter for others by being able to hold yourself accountable. We talked about shame and judgment earlier, and we're going to talk about that again. Again, it is important not to shame yourself and not to judge yourself. You cannot shame yourself or judge yourself. There's a reason why you do everything you've done, including the bad things. When we shame and when we spend time judging ourselves, we cannot get to the root of the why. And when we can't get to the root of the why, real behavior changes, real thought process changes cannot take place, okay? We need to get to the space where we are able to change ourselves, and we can change ourselves. But removing that shame and guilt is going to be big. You were somebody's monster. You were. There's no point in denying it. You've been somebody's monster. You have been. A lot of that was mental health issues. A lot of that was stress. A lot of that was you acting from a very wounded place because you were wounded. You were have been abused. Some of that was simply indoctrination. You don't know a better way to act because this is the way you've always acted. And it was always acceptable in your circles. And you ran across somebody who was like, hey, actually, that's not acceptable for me. And I understand you've acted this way with other people, but that's abusive. That ain't cool for me. There's a reason why we do everything we do. Ain't no use in judging. Ain't no use in shaming. Figure it out. Take those deep dives via therapy, ritual ceremony. I recommend a combination of all of this. Working with professionals that can help you move through these issues. Employing prayer and meditation. Having support systems where you can truly get deep down under this. I'm so grateful to be able to be in a circle of people where we can talk about addiction. We can talk about vices. We can talk about our behavior. We can sit in front of each other and say, hey, I had to tell you something. I don't know how many conversations I've had with my friends where I've been like, I've been disrespecting myself for the last couple weeks doing this behavior. This is what's been going on. I need help getting through it. This is how this happened. I don't know how many times my friends have been able to come to me and say, hey, Speech, I have to admit something to you and I just need you to hold some space. I've been doing XYZ and it hasn't been good. And this is the way my life has been affected and I'm not in a good space. This is what I'm doing to climb out of that. And this is the support I need to get through this from you. All right. Being able to do that creates safety. It reinforces the safety with each other, and it reinforces the safety that we have individually with ourselves. Okay. And anytime we admit any of these things to each other, there's never any shame. None of us has ever met with, how could you? You're so messed up. I thought you were better than this. No, we don't meet each other with that. We meet each other with love and compassion. We meet each other with open hearts and open arms and open hands. We meet each other with a shoulder to cry on. We meet each other with anything that they need. If they come to me and say, I need help with getting solutions, all right, I'm going to help you work through it. If they need help talking about, I already have the solutions, I just need a loving, supportive, friendly face to look at while I'm admitting these very ugly things about myself. You're going to get that loving, supportive face while you are admitting these very ugly things about yourself. All right. So be safe for yourself. Be safe for others. Self-accountability is a thing without the judgment, without the judgment, without the shame, without the judgment. Okay. We got another super chat in the house. Thank you, Tia Sweet. Tia Sweet said consensual hugs to you all. Thank you for always, always, always getting our consent. I receive your hugs. I'm at work, but still listening. I love my community. Thank you, Auntie Uncle Captain, for being you. You are welcome. And thank you for taking us with you doing work, baby. Make that money. Make that money. Roxy said, we are a monster in someone's story. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And if we accepted this about ourselves, it would actually be easier to accept when other people are monstrous to us. I'm not saying we need to accept the behavior, but there are times when folks are monstrous to us and they make amends and they change. They offer up true apology and we can forgive them and accept them back in our world, and they will proceed to be the best friends, our biggest supporters, okay? If we can understand that we are monstrous, it'll help us receive other people when they are monstrous and they make a change, okay? I'm not saying accept monstrous behavior from people, don't. And people shouldn't accept monstrous behavior from you. But accepting our full humanity is going to help us accept the full humanity of other people, and we can actually get to spaces where we can heal as community, okay? So, yep. Yes, 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 yes. Temporary Bree is in the house. Courtney Smith, you are right on time, baby. You are right on time. Jaybird said, oh, if we're laying things out, I'm also meaner than a goat with an elastic band around its nuts. I don't know why the Scorpios get so much shit. The real devils are the Capricorns. Jaybird. You know what? Let me tell you something. Since we're being honest and admitting things, Honey, this last 2 years, I have had to really sit with how mean I have been. And before these last 2 years, I would always tell people that I have I have an inner asshole. I can be a real big bitch. Like I've always understood that, and I've always understood where that meanness comes from. But it's last few years I've really been working with that part of me and understanding where that meanness was coming out in an unnecessary way. I, you know, it was a few years ago. It was actually a few years ago. I remember putting up a status on my Facebook. This had to be about 10 years ago. I put up or a little bit over that. I put up a status and was basically like, what was your first impressions when you met me? And I didn't realize I had someone on my friends list that I had been friends with since my Jehovah Witness days. I'd forgotten about that she was on my friends list. And we'd known each other since we were children. And I remember her response floored me. She was like, "You were so mean when you were little." And I was like, "What?" Now, my perspective of that, because I had gone through so much abuse, my lens, as far as how looking out in my childhood, I never thought of myself as mean. I knew I was mean when it came to bullies. But other than that, I didn't see that about myself because I had been victimized so much how I had seen myself my whole childhood as the perpetual victim because I was basically victimized by damn near every adult in the worst ways. When she told me that, that made me stop. And I got in her inbox. I was like, "Can you break that down?" Without any judgment, I was like, and I didn't say you're untrue. I was like, "Tell me your experience with me. Just tell me your experience." And when she fucking reflected back to me how mean I was like, I could do nothing but say, "You know what? I'm sorry. You are 100% correct." And at the end of that, she says, "Now that we're adults and I know your story and I know what the abuse you were going through," she was like, "I don't judge you for being mean." She was like, I see why. I see why. We're adults. We're grown. I see why. I don't think I would have been nice either. And all you could have been was mean. You're basically fighting for your life, which was also true. Okay. But ever since that moment, I understood that I needed to clock that about myself. And baby, when I tell you this last 2 years, I really have had to sit with how mean I have been in the past and like where that was coming from. And that really I really adjusted itself. I'm still mean. Like I'm like there's a part of me and I value that part of me because baby, when the predator is into the building and they put their sights on me, that part opens up and I'd be like, "I'm not an easy mark. This isn't going to be an easy tumble for you." And so that part of me has protected me in so many cases. I'm not looking to get rid of it. I'm looking to balance it always. Because what I don't want to do is make people who haven't done anything to me feel nasty and crappy. And this last 2 years, I was able to really correct where that was starting to spill out of me in ways I couldn't control because I was hurt in those ways. There were just ways that I was hurt that I wasn't aware of. And I got to really address those things and heal these last 2 years. So self accountability is a thing. I understand I understand where that meanness comes from, why it's around. And again, it's something I'm not looking to eradicate because it's useful. Definitely that viciousness helps to me to protect myself and others. It's helped me to keep countless women and children safe in my community because I can employ this aspect of myself. It's helped to keep me safe. There's been times when predators have targeted me and I've been able to be like, "We'll both go down." Like it's not a question of I go down. It's either both of us or none of us. Like I'm willing to sacrifice myself to make sure you don't see another day. Like it ain't gonna be one of us. It's gonna be both of us or it's gonna be none of us. I mean that. Like or I'm gonna come out on top. That's the only options. Like there is no you win. There is no we both lose or you lose. And that viciousness is what fuels that. But again, it's balance. So yeah, we just gotta we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta just address our meanness and where it comes from and do what we have to do. We have to address where we are monstrous. I'm grateful for her for telling me that. Like, I'm really grateful for her for really stopping and letting me know that. Because, again, it gave me a different perspective, and it made me understand how I process hurt and how I react outwardly when I'm going through those things. So, no judgment, no shame, just an invitation to get to know yourself better, an invitation to, yeah, get to know yourself better. The Emperor Bree said, grief made me mean as fuck. Yeah, honey. Yeah. I can attest to that. I can attest to that. And not from an internal perspective of like, yeah, grief, can make somebody mean as hell. All right. So it's just examining it and just doing what we need to do to heal, you know. So we're gonna move on. Next up, we have the Sorcerer. The keywords are ambition, willpower, creation. All right, let's dive into this affirmation. Then I'm going to get into the breakdown and the interpretation. The affirmation says, I ignite my soul's passion to live my highest potential. I'm willing to believe that I am creating all of my experiences. I ignite my soul's passion to live in my highest potential. I am willing to believe I am creating all of my experiences. One more again. I ignite my soul's passion to live my highest potential. I am willing to believe I am creating my experiences, all of my experiences. Well, darling, the Sorcerer, ambition, willpower, creation. The Sorcerer reminds us that we are the ones in control. The Sorcerer reminds us that we are the ones in control. We are creating our life, so we take responsibility for it. We ain't gonna act like systematic racism, homophobia, transphobia doesn't exist. We're not gonna act like systematic fat phobia, systematic anti-blackness doesn't exist. It does. These systematic things are in place to keep marginalized people down. With that being said, you have power here. You have power here. There are things in your life you can take responsibility for. If you're sitting in this reading today, this divination, you obviously believe in the woo-woo in some way, shape, or form. You obviously believe in the magic in some way, shape, or form. So it's time to stand in the full power of your magic. But I like how before this, we were hit with the self-accountability. We were hit with the stabilize yourself within yourself. We were hit with the do the healing work within yourself, okay? Because the only way to really reach this full potential as a sorcerer is to be in control of your good, bad, ugly, and in between. See, you'll never reach your full potential as a magician. You'll never reach your full potential as a sorcerer, as a sorceress, as any of that unless you are in full accountability of your weaknesses and your strengths without judgment. A warrior is not going to judge themselves for being weak in a certain aspect of fighting. You know what they're going to do? If they're going to be honest, then they're going to train the weakest part of themselves. And then what will they do? Ultimately, become a master warrior because they will have what? Mastered their weaknesses. It does you no good to judge yourself. Train yourself. Don't judge yourself. Train yourself. Heal yourself. Rewrite yourself. You can't do any of that unless you are in control of it. You can't be in control of it unless you admit it. The best warriors can tell you their weakness before you can tell them their weakness. So then what are they doing with that knowledge? They're training themselves and they're training that weakness. Now, if they have to go in the battle understanding that that weak part of them isn't trained, what are they going to do with that weak part of themselves? They're going to fortify it and protect it even more. The sorcerer aspect of you, if you're going to be the best of the best, you got to be in control of your ish. It serves you to know how you mean. It serves you to know how your trauma turns into fighting. It serves you to know where you are emotionally immature. It serves you to know. It serves you to know. It serves you to know that you aren't good at emotional regulation. Because I can tell you this, if you don't acknowledge it, there is somebody outside of you who can clearly see it. Now, a lot of us are really good at masking a lot of our parts, but there are some people who are just good at seeing through particular parts in masks. So you think you masking your weak spot, but there's someone whose whole life and trauma makes them hone in on your exact weak spot. And if you aren't in control of it, if you aren't acknowledging it, if you're not working on it, this person can come from the outside of you and control it. When you judge yourself and you shame yourself on these things and you're not working on it, you are opening up an invitation for someone outside of you who knows a bit more about that part of you to control you. When you won't admit that you're not good at regulating your emotions, someone who's good at regulating your emotions can come in and just manipulate you. If you're quick to anger and you have obsessive thoughts, it doesn't take someone that long or that much energy to make you obsessed about something through your anger, thereby throwing you off course. Now all of a sudden you done spent weeks and months focused on them and not focused on your kids, your business, your healing, your health. Far more people are able to control people not by throwing at them, not by doing magic around them, by simply observing them and observing what they have under their control and what they don't. Because I admit my weaknesses, because I admit where I'm not, you can't use that to control me. If I had, by the time I've admitted it outside to you, I've already spent at least a year admitting it to myself. At least a year, 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 admitting it to myself, if not more. And I didn't just admit it, I worked on it. So it does not actually give you any power. By the time I admit it to you, that ain't a weakness like it used to be. And even if I admit it to you, because I know what I know about myself, I can use that information for my highest good. The Sorcerer, ambition, willpower, creation, you in control here. You have the opportunity to create your life. You have the opportunity to create the life you want. You have control here. There's more control than you have. It's time to put the magic where your mouth is. It's time to bet on you. A sorcerer understands, all a sorcerer is they understand the rules of their body, their psyche, their spirit, their energies. They understand the energies outside of them. They make it a point to understand and study their own energies and their outside energies. They understand the rules that govern outside of them. They understand the rules that govern inside of them. And then they begin to discover what rules to break, what rules to bend, what rules to manipulate for their highest good. A sorcerer is a manipulator of energy. They are a manipulator of energy, time, and space. They are a manipulator of matter. They take innocuous ingredients, put them together, and create a new reality in the form of workings and spells, alchemy, and other things. A sorcerer is someone who happens to life. Life doesn't happen to them. They live their life in a way where life has to respond to them. They rarely are in positions where they have to respond to life. They are in control here. They understand that systematic things do exist. They study these systematic things. They study themselves, and they spot the loopholes. They understand where they can bend rules within them and bend rules outside of them and wiggle into new spaces and find new realities and make new realities for themselves. Becky said, trust every part of yourself. Exactly. Exactly. We got to own it. We got to own it. We got to own it. So with that being said, we are sorcerers here. What are you making with your magic? What are you making of your life with your magic? When we understand how powerful we are, this is an invitation. This card is an invitation to understand how we've created the chaos in our life as well as good. You've got a homework assignment. I want you to write down how you created good things, how you were the catalyst for amazing things in your life to happen, how you conjured some of the most amazing experiences in your life. I want you to sit with that and look at how powerful you are. And then I want you to consider how you conjured and created some of the worst experiences in your life. Again, sometimes life just happens. And life is life. You weren't responsible for a lot of traumatic things that happened to you that was outside stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that you actually were. There was a few things in your life that you could have avoided had you made a different decision. Sit with it. Once we admit our power in the situations of good and bad, we can start creating more of the good and avoiding less of the bad. We are powerful here. We are powerful here. The Sorcerer card is trying to get us to see how powerful we are. It's trying to get us to understand where we have employed our power in the past for our highest good and for our worst of worst. The Sorcerer card is wanting us to take full responsibility for that so we can move our life in the direction that we want. But you can't do that without self-accountability. You'll never reach your full potential unless you can understand how you've contributed to the bad luck in your life. How your nasty habits contributed to a lot of these things. It's time to take control because the universe wants you to step up. You have power here. What will you create of your life? It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for all of us. What will we make of it is the question. All right, we're going to get to some affirmations. Once again, that Cash App is LadySpeech, that Venmo, LadySpeech, Sankofa, that PayPal, LadySpeech, Sankofa @gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor. Jay Bird in the house. Witchcraft is a serendipitous enterprise. Jonathan Argento. Yes, I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Becky said, weakness can be your canary in the coal mine. Being aware of your weaknesses and will highlight the people attracted to those weaknesses and indicate who is not right for your life. Exactly. It can be your canary. It can be your canary. Nico said, yep, I was friends with someone like that. They just wanted to tear me down, but it started my healing journey. Amen. Sarana said, on the plus side, he's very self-aware person and doesn't make excuses. He's pro-mental health. Amen for that. Eddie said, I can straight up be abusive. I'm a really good person, but I can be really abusive when my traumas activate. I have to heal that. Oh, Eddie, thank you for being so vulnerable and saying that statement. Because how many of us do that? No shame, no judgment. You're not the only one in the room who does that. And by you admitting that right there, you have given other people the freedom to admit that. And you said it correctly. I can be straight up abusive. I'm a really good person. We're good people. Being good people does not cancel the fact that we've been horrible to somebody. Being good people doesn't mean we don't have the potential to be abusers. And most of us, this is activated from a trauma. That statement has given, I can already tell, it's going to give a few people in this chat permission to heal. Permission to say, you know what? I'm going to forgive myself. I understand where this comes from. It isn't good, and I'm going to work on this. It's going to give someone the opportunity to heal and then go back to people they've been abusive to and say, you did not deserve that. I offer you no excuses. I have explanation because that didn't just come out of nowhere. But also there are no excuses for what I did to you. I'm sorry. How can I make amends? Here is my sincere apology and a record of behavior change. I spent X amount of time in therapy. I did this, so I am not that person. Most of us in the end, that's what a lot of us we're looking for from the people who have hurt us. Sincere apology. Being able to admit accountability, self-awareness, and behavior change. Us being good people does not cancel out our monstrousness, and our monstrousness does not cancel out us being good people. And a lot of us cannot reconcile that. We end up not healing because it's like, well, I have to, well, if I'm monstrous, I can't be good. And if I'm not good, then I can't, what's the point? Only bad people hurt people. If I admit that I hurt people, then I'm a bad person. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So thank you for being vulnerable. I hope you are offering yourself forgiveness first. Forgiveness first. And you continue to prioritize that healing that you're doing, and you ain't gonna be that person. Your default will shift, and your default will go from hurting people when your traumas are activated to positive, amazing, and beautiful coping skills. It'll morph and it'll shift into something else. So thank you Thank you for that. And thank you, community, for circling up around Itty and making sure that they know that they're loved and still a good person. Thank you for that. Like, real talk. Yep, Sharp Knife said it. We all have the power to be abusive, especially when abuse is usually a desire for control after trauma. And there it is. Like that right there. Thank you, Sharp Knives, for that statement. Because that really, us wanting to be abusive is us trying to get control. And that's a trauma response. So once we approach it without judgment, we can then start to dissect that and dismantle that in our heads when these things come up. Okay? Oh, these comments, we just be healing each other. We just be healing each other. Nico said, I'm not excusing him, but now I dwell on the abuse over 12 years later because I feel I deserve the pain. And you do not. And you do not. And you don't deserve the pain. And you do not. You don't deserve the pain. And you never deserve to be abused, my beautiful. You never deserve to be abused. You never deserve to be abused. Jenna the Soul Writer said, thank you for this. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Carlos said, it's okay to cry. Yeah, we all probably having a moment with this one. We are all probably having a moment. Antidote Archive said, facts, I'm problematic. I apologize to everyone here just in case I've said something that hurt you. I can do better. And you know what? You have. And you've hit me up in my inbox and you've been like, yo, I was inappropriate this last time. I was saying things that I shouldn't have said. And now that I see that, I appreciated that. I appreciate the fact that you came back in an email and was like, I think I'm messed up. You've done that, I think, twice. And one time I was like, I don't really consider what you did offensive, but thank you for that apology and thank you for thinking of us. And that's what it is. That's what community, we gonna hurt each other. The point is, can we stand there in it and help each other heal? That's the point of community. We're going to hurt each other. We're going to do it. So can we, though, be there with each other to heal? Can we be there with each other to get us through it, okay? Y'all are beautiful. I love this. Big Day Energy said, I've been thinking about forgiveness as a wider perspective. There we can see where the pain is coming from. Amen. Amen. We can. All right, my beautifuls, let's do some affirmations and then we're going to keep it pushing. I love what we're doing and how we get down in these chats. It's always so healing and wonderful. Okay. You're just acting out. Okay. Dick in affirmation box. You're just acting out at this point. Repeat after me. It's okay to cry. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's all at 12:21. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. You are acting out. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. And it is. It is. The deacon has jokes. It's okay to cry. Repeat after me. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. Jesus Christ. You just really trying to slap us around this day, aren't you? You really just trying to drive the point home. You don't have to go this hard, but apparently you feel like you do. Deacon assistant affirmation box with the main character energy. Anyway, healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. AVG said, no way, both. The OGs know that these two, like the deacon loves, with all of those affirmation boxes, the deacon loves to consistently spit these ones out when we're going through it. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is hard. The deacon is insane. The deacon is insane. Oh, God. I feel like we should do one more as a palate cleanser, even though this one's going to be I feel like it's still going to be rough, but whatever. All right, there is more to life than losing weight, and I'm ready to experience it. There is more to life than losing weight, and if this applies to you, speak it out. If it doesn't, just hold space. But yes, there is more to life than losing weight, and I am ready to experience it. There is more to life than losing weight, and I am ready to experience it. There is more to life than losing weight, and I am ready to experience it. There, it is said, Deacon, we need to talk. I feel like everybody needs to have a private conversation with the deacon outside, but I really feel like you would all get beat up, and so would I. we, we'd all come back in looking bruised, and the deacon's just like, I'm still here. Just affirmations stamped across our head and face. Yeah, across our chest, we go shower. We're like, I am loved and wonderful. Why is that tattooed on me? Anyway, there is more to life than losing weight. I'm ready to experience it. There is more to life than losing weight, and I am ready to experience it. There is more to life than losing weight, and I am ready to experience it. There is more to life than losing weight, and I am ready to experience it. We got Vamp Kitten in the house with a super chat. Thank you, baby. I'm literally going to get It's Okay to Cry, and healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder as a tattoo. I'm serious. Like, that's gonna be like the real OG cult members. Like, if I see you out with that tattoo, all right, we're here. We're here. The deacon doesn't even care about us. It doesn't care about our feelings. And actually it does. And it doesn't. How is that even possible? Every week, the deacon's like, I hate y'all. I love you. I love you so much. Here's a punch in the face to let me show you how much I love you. Lord of mercy. Anyway, let's move on. All right, beautifuls. We are going to step knee deep into the Angels and Ancestors deck, okay? So first and foremost, we have the Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts, okay? Trust your instincts. I want you to acknowledge the wonderfulness of your animalistic side, okay? This card is about acknowledging, number one, your animal allies that guide you and the animal medicine that comes to you in the next week to next couple weeks, okay? Anytime I see a hawk medicine is very special medicine for me, all right? Very special medicine for me, and anytime it comes up, I know there's a few things that it's trying to tell me, and I can usually understand the message via how it shows up and where it shows up. So pay attention to the medicine animals and the medicine that they bring you this week. If you are watching in particular, even just today, I took note of like the first bumblebee of the season, and the bumblebee got my attention, and I have a connection with bees. I have a real intense particular connection with bees. So I saw the first bumblebee of the seeding, and that baby was fat and juicy and beautiful. And like it stopped me. Like that baby stopped in front of my face and was literally like, I have a gift for you. And I acknowledged it. I stopped where I was at and was like, okay. And I just like let that tell me what it needed to tell me. And I observed it for a good 5 to 10 minutes. And it stayed right in my thing, like just talking to me. Then I went and I was like, let me look up what the bumblebee in particular, because I was like, this isn't just a bee, this is a bumblebee. Let me look up this medicine in particular. And that was exactly what I needed to hear. So we need to trust the animal medicine that comes to you this week. If there is an animal that makes itself very prominent in your world, like if you turn on your TV or your social media and it's there in front of your face, take note of that, okay? Take note of that and try to understand the medicine coming for you. Also, a shout out to your own animalistic self, okay? There's a lot of you, this card is literally trust your instincts. There's a lot of you who do not trust your instincts because that part of you, that communication with that part of you has been dulled or killed, all right? Your instincts come from that animalistic part of us, that part of us that's very much a child of the wild and of the nature, all right? And when we are disconnected from that part of us, we are slower to understand our instincts. We're slower to feel our instincts if we even feel them at all. And we're slow to trust our instincts, which gets us in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of us, when we look into your homework, the invitation to how you contributed to some of your demise, you didn't follow your instincts. You didn't follow your instincts. You didn't follow your instincts. That's a lot of some of our issues is we didn't follow our instincts, our tummies. We decided to let our intellect rule, and then that got us into a whole heap of trouble. Okay, so it is a space of connecting with that inner animalistic aspect of us, honoring that just as much as we honor the super civilized, quote unquote, quote, spiritual aspects of us. Okay, again, we go back to that sorcerer card where we have to be in control of every part of us: the masculine, the feminine, the above ground, below ground, the higher self, the shadow self. All of it is about integration. Okay, all of it is about acceptance. Okay, and owning all parts of that. That includes our animalistic side. Okay, so go indulge that side. Go get in touch with that side. Go play in some nature. Go hug some trees. Go garden. Go put some hands and some feet in some dirt. Go play in the rivers and the streams. Okay. Go hike a mountain. All right. Go get outside in nature. Okay. Go pursue a physical activity, and I especially like something with violence. Go box. Go box. Go kickbox. Okay, especially for those of us, and this is definitely a suggestion for those who struggle with abusive tendencies and behaviors. In the beginning, go take that out in nature. Go scream. Go find a place where you can just go scream in nature. Go find a place where you could just hug the hell out of a tree. Go find a piece of nature you can beat. Water drumming is something that is, and water music and water interaction is something that has been ceremonial and used in a lot of cultures. Go beat the river. Literally, go beat the river. Like, go beat the river. All right, go beat the river. Go get in the ocean and beat it. All right, get it out. All right, go get in touch with nature. Go touch some grass for real. Go. And repair that part of us, that wonderfully divine, beautiful, animalistic part of us. Go hell at the moon, all right? Go commune with that part of you, but trust your instincts. So some of you, your homework is to repair your instincts. And one of the biggest ways we get disassociated away from our animalistic and sensual side is very simple. I am so clear about with adults letting kids learn how to trust their inner guides and their inner instincts. And one of the ways that I encourage this is let children have their reactions to adults, okay? And quit forcing them into whatever interaction you want because of politeness, okay? Now, my family comes from the South, so I do believe in respect. But like, kids don't gotta touch people. If your kid isn't vibing with an adult, as long as they're showing respect in the situation, generally, don't push that child to get to know that adult, to touch that adult. Let them work out their own instincts, okay? So many of you have an issue with trusting your instincts because your parents eroded that. They forced you to go past your instincts for simple things. Hugging an adult you didn't want to hug, touching an adult you didn't want to touch, doing something where your gut was like, I don't want to do this. This is not in alignment with me. This doesn't feel good. And your parents forced you past that instead of sitting with you, discussing why you feel that way, instead of holding space for you. They forced you past that. So then you got into the habit of forcing yourself to go past your instincts, all right? So the animal guardian this is important because you're going to come across some things in the next couple of weeks where like spirit is going to be guiding you through your instincts, through your gut feelings, and it's important that you do that you adhere to that, because that's the only way you're going to come out on top, okay, is if you trust your instincts and you trust that part of yourself. We have the Hermit, which is retreat and recharge, all right? I am recording this on my phone. My phone is actually, because of the way it's propped up on the tripod, is able to be plugged into a power source. If I do not plug my phone in and I do these readings, my phone will lose a lot of energy. And by the time I'm done with this, it'll be at 70%. Right now, it's sitting at 100% because it's plugged into a power source. You need to be plugged into a power source on a regular basis. I charge my phone every night because I use it during the day, okay? You need to be recharged. Meditation is the way we do that. Prayer is the way we do that, okay? Go sit your behind down and meditate. Go walk and meditate, because that sitting and meditating is not the only way to meditate, okay? Prayer, quiet time, chill time, where we can just receive downloads. No, you're not on your phone. No, you're not studying anything. You are just breathing with the spirit, your communion, where you're communing with Creator, and you are receiving the messages that you need to receive, okay? If your spirituality isn't energizing you, I don't know what to tell you. You might be doing it wrong. You might be doing it wrong. The point of your spirituality should not drain you, okay? Your ritual should empower you. They should embolden you. They should emblazon you, okay? Your prayer should give to you. Your prayer should add to you. Anytime I go to prayer in crisis, I come out calm. Even if I do not know and understand, and I have yet to receive the final answer, I still come chill. It still is really, it's chill. It's beautiful. It's, yeah, good things. I'm always every ritual, every ceremony I'm always poured into. Every reading I'm poured into. My spirituality emboldens me. It emblazes me. It empowers me. It powers me, okay? Go meditate. Quiet time is important. Quiet time is important. Quiet time is important. Some of us meditate when we clean. Some of us meditate because, in the neurospicy, there's a lot of different ways to get there. But but the point is, you want to get to a space where you are when you have that quiet time, where you are receiving your downloads, where you are just being poured into. And that's the point of meditation. It helps us navigate. It helps us create calmness. It helps us create clarity. It helps us carve out spaces where we can just receive with Creator, with God, with Spirit, or we can commune with Spirit. It's a space of recharging, okay? Working with your altar should recharge you. Working with my spirits rarely drains me unless I'm doing a particular working. But it rarely drains me. And even then, those moments when I have a working or something that I've done that has drained me, once I take care of myself, the results usually pour into me more than I've been drained. So even if that particular working or that particular spell, I got to go take a nap for 3 days, there's definitely some things where it's like, I got to be out of public for a while. The result ends up returning every ounce of energy that I put out. And I also have spaces that I do replenish. So if I am doing a big working on behalf of someone else or myself, like my fertility workings take a lot out of me. If I'm going to help birth something in your life, that takes a lot out of me. It takes a whole lot out of me. But those things come true. Like I've gotten babies here from the other side. I've guaranteed businesses. I've done things. I have guaranteed elections for people. There have been political elections, different things, where I was like, okay, like I'll help you birth that. And Spirit says, yes, this is a good thing. But I can be wiped after that. So I always make time to meditate, to do, so I can be poured back into. All right. So the Hermit is about retreat, recharge, whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, whether you serve many people or just a few people, whether you're just serving yourself and your ancestors, the need to retreat and recharge is a thing, okay? So make sure you're doing just that. All right, we're going to get into some of these comments, then we're going to do some affirmations. Jenna, the Soul Writer, said, thank you for all you do to care for others so that you can to care for you so that you can care for others. Thank you. And you know what? I had to learn that lesson very hard, because this almost took me out. And quite honestly, when my friend was taking in that hate crime, that reset my entire soul. I want to do this forever. I want to do this forever. I love doing this. I love helping people. I love being there for people. I love being the person who stands in the crossroads. I love what I do. And I want to do it until there is no breath in my body. And I want to do it well. And I don't want to be bitter. And in order to do that, I don't want to be mean. In order to do that, though, I have had to learn so deeply to care for myself first. When I preach to y'all that you are your first client, I mean that. And it is a beautiful thing that you guys see that. It's a beautiful thing that it is not something that I just speak to you all about. It is a beautiful thing that y'all watch it in real time, because I never want to be someone who just speaks it. I want to show my work. And it's important for me that that happens because I want you to take care of yourselves. I want you. We are all responsible for this planet. You are all tiny little universes. We are all tiny little universes uniting to create these big universes. And we're all helping and healing. And I would want us all to be well. So it's an honor. It's an honor. Becky said, the more I practice and live true to myself, the more my OS updates and the more energy efficient I become. Amen. 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 Nico said, I was craving a circle casting the other day, and by the end I had done multiple castings and rituals because I hadn't done witchy things in a month. You was ready, honey. You was ready. Vamp Kitten said, another form of meditation I always recommend to my clients is immersing themselves in their creative flow. Active meditations. Yes. The act of creating is definitely a meditative experience for me. If it's a burlesque scene, I'm back into writing hardcore. Like, I've always been creating this whole time, but I'm feeling a deep call to get back into displaying my artistry, and being a working artist and not just a working witch anymore. But the act of creating is so meditative. The other day I was like, I'm just going to write a page. 3-4 pages later, I was like, where's the time? Wow. I think I was worked out in my soul. I was like, I just feel everything is clear now. Such a meditative experience. Love it so much. Bye-bye, Antidote Archive. Love you so much, baby. The Emperor say, I do Zumba meditation. Yes, a lot of us meditate the best when we are moving our bodies. Thank you so much for all you do, Antidote. I appreciate you. AVG said, speech says, pay attention to your animal medicine. Immediately, my animals came into the room. See? Them is your people. Especially if you have pets, like some of your pets are functioning as y'all's familiars. So pay attention to the medicine that your pets bring to you and the messages, especially if your pets are coming into your dreams. Yeah, let them, yeah. Lighthouse Massage said, rage rooms are fucking amazing and healing. Yeah, they are. I love me a good old rage room. I love me a good old rage room. Get it out. Jaslyn says, hi, my beautiful magical friends. I am late today, but I'm feeling and looking good, and I hope everyone else is too. You right on time, baby. I'm glad you're feeling yourself. Bring that beautiful energy into the room, honey. Bring it into the room. Bring it into the room. I'm glad you're feeling yourself. Bethany is insane. I love your name. Going to nature for a refresh of instincts, hiking, gardening, basking, etc. Thank you, Captain. You are welcome. And thank you for doing all you have to do. All right, let us plug into some affirmations from the deacon. Are you going to calm down? Are you hell-bent on still just delivering us to the gates of healing? Through hell and high water. We'll see. Anyway, repeat after me. I radiate wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Oh, you're taking it easy on us, Deacon. Thank you. Because the last couple of times you were rough. So we deserve that. Jesus Christ. I radiate wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Repeat after me. I radiate wealth, abundance, and prosperity. 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 Becky said, Deacon, my safe word is peanut butter. As a Dom, I respect your safe words. I need to, as a disclaimer, let you know the Deacon does not respect safe words. Oh, you're so wrong. And I would usually have a problem with this as a fellow Dom. Respect the safe words. But the Deacon does what it wants, so I can't control it. And I'm not going to try. Anyway. I radiate wealth, abundance, and prosperity. 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 Ooh, night constant now said, wow, my cat just looked at me and winked when you brought up familiars. Let me tell you something. The cats and the dogs be knowing. I don't know how many of you I be reading, and your dogs and your cats at some point they like literally they be in the reading the whole time, but at some point they creep into the camera to be like, hi, I know you see me. And I always fall out. I always fall out. I always fall out. I always fall out. I love y'all's cats and y'all's dogs, but they be talking. And especially because I be on high alert with my psychicness and my like medium stuff. So I don't even tell y'all that a lot. But there are sometimes when your cats and your dogs will slip in a message with your ancestors. They be telling me things to tell you. Don't sleep on your familiars. Don't sleep on your familiars, baby. Don't sleep on your familiars, honey. Don't sleep on your familiars, baby. That's right. Did we do an affirmation? I don't know. We're going to do another one. Let's do another one, baby. Yes, we did do an affirmation, and we're going to still do another one because I think there was only one. Anyway, repeat after me. I am attractive as I am. Because sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we look so good. Sometimes we need to remind ourselves who just came into the building. Someone just came into the comments and was like, I am feeling myself. I look good. Look at the energy you brought with us. Look at the energy you brought into the room, okay? Repeat after me. I am attractive as I am. 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 I am attractive. Becky said, I am attractive as I am. Arm fold. And some of you are wrestling with this one. I am attractive as I am. I am attractive as I am. I am attractive as I am. Yes, Eddie. Yes, I am attractive as I am. I am attractive as I am. Exactly. Let's repeat after Emperor Bree. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly. I look good. Let's say it again. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly. I look good. That's right. One more time. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly. I look good. Exactly. We fine. Okay? We fine. All right? We cute. Okay? We cute. You better look at yourself. Go get a mirror. You better look at yourself and be like, I am so fine. I'm fine. I'm cute. Yes, because you are. Because you are. You better affirm that. Yeah, you are. Let's do another affirmation. I know it's 3. I don't care. I was prosperous. I am prosperous. I will always be prosperous. I was prosperous. I am prosperous. I will always be prosperous. I was prosperous. I am prosperous. And I will always be prosperous. I am prosperous. I was prosperous. And I will always be prosperous. I was prosperous. I am prosperous. I will always be prosperous. I was prosperous. I am prosperous. I will always be prosperous. I was prosperous. I am prosperous. I will always be prosperous. Makeup Loca said, the fact that I was speaking with someone about meditation yesterday and you bring it up how important it is during this reading, synchronicity. I love it. Vamp Kitten said, I woke up with the lady problems this morning and my cat curled right up on my pillow and let me hold his little paw. We napped together. Your kitty was like, I am your emotional support. Take my hand, and let's go to sleep. I love that. Oh, I love that so much. Funky Horror said this was not the birthday spanking I was hoping for. Taurus season, baby. Happy birthday to you, baby. Happy birthday. Jaybird said, when my bunny passed away at the start of this year, our cat kept playing with something we couldn't see. Oh, your cat was playing with your bunny. Your bunny came to say hello to your kitty. Aw. Vamp Kitten said, my cats always are near during your readings, Captain King. I love it because I love cats. They'd be like, this person likes us. So we're going to go show our emotional, spiritual support. I love it. I love it. All right, let's get into these here last cards of the reading. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech, Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech, Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor. Also, if you want your own reading from me, LadySpeech.com is the place where I be. And if you want to know where my official social medias are, check my link tree, which is always in the description box of my bios. If not, you can head over to LadySpeech.com and that will get you everywhere you need to be. Okay? I don't know how long TikTok is going to be around, seeing as how the ban has gone through, but you will know you have found my TikTok because it has 511,000. I don't know. Anyway, 500,000 people. That's my TikTok at LadySpeech. As well as I am on the gram at the LadySpeech Experience. That is my official account. No, it's not the account with the most followers. Those are scammer accounts. Okay, so check the link in the description and the bio to get to everywhere I be officially. Also, the friendly reminder that I'm never in your DMs offering reading support. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever am I doing that. Ever. Never, never. All right? All right. Okie dokie, let us move forward. We are in the seasons of the Witch Tarot, the Beltane Oracle deck, and first and foremost, we have the Oak. Don't just look within. Dive deep into the internal knowing, okay? The Oak is about diving deep into your experiences. The Oak is about putting some respect on your name, understanding the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding that you have gained through living your life. Again, this is the card of acknowledging how much you know, acknowledging your intelligence and your wisdom. Lots of us are book smart. All of us are smart in the ways of the world that we know and how we've moved through it, okay? You are an expert in the way that you have moved through this world. And the way that you have moved through this world has afforded you a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Put some respect on that. Put some respect on that. Put some respect on the deep knowing. Put some respect on how much you've healed. Put some respect on your study and your book knowledge. The Oak is an invitation to diving deeper into ourselves, really honoring the breadth and the width of our experience in life, honoring how much we are intellectually, emotionally, physically, and spiritually smart. The Oak is an invitation to reach deep down inside. You're being asked to go deep because you're about to be presented with life situations where you need to rely on the knowledge and the wisdom in your bones. You need to trust the knowledge, the wisdom in your bones. These next steps in life, you can't look outside of you for the answer. You're going to have to look into you. These next steps in life, you're going to need to find a solution from your bones, from the wisdom that is encoded in your DNA. You are being asked, this whole reading, Spirit has been wanting you to focus here. We're not focused on outside, on how folks how we perceive they've hurt us. This is not about looking at how people, what they are, their responsibility in hurting us. This whole reading, Spirit has been like, check your emotions, regulate yourself. Where are you problematic? Where are you magnificent? This is the where are you magnificent part of the game. You need to know this about yourself and trust it. Because you're about to run up into some situations where your exact skills and knowledge base is needed. And you need to trust you know what the hell you're talking about. You need to trust that you know what the hell you're doing. You can only do this when you really looked at the wealth that you have in your experiences. So what you don't have a 4.0? Your grade in school is not indicative of how intelligent you are. Your grades in school do not measure your actual intelligence. It means you know how to take a damn test or not. It means you knew how to thrive in that type of situation or not. That's all it's a measure of. It's not a measure of your intelligence. Some of you have internalized the grades because of dyslexia or because of learning disabilities. You've internalized this, I'm stupid, when you were never dumb. You didn't have the right teachers. You were placed in systems that did not acknowledge the way you learn. Okay? Some of you did thrive in school, and now you've internalized that pressure. Let that go. Let that go. Let it go. Let it go. We are all intelligent. We all have a wealth of knowledge that has something to do with book smarts and has nothing to do with book smarts. And we're all intelligent in different ways. The oak is about acknowledging your wisdom, your understanding, acknowledging how smart you are, acknowledging the way your experiences have contributed to your greatness. Don't compare yourself. You cannot compare yourself to what I know and how I learned it. I cannot compare myself to what you know and how you learned it. This is where community and village is beneficial. There have been times I have watched y'all come at different issues and problems in the comments, and y'all have approached it in ways that I never would have. I have watched someone present an issue in the comments and like the way that y'all came at them. And when I go back and read the comments, I'm like, wow, I never would have thought about that in that way. And that's really dope. I'd have no ego around that. We're all experts here. And I love the fact that I can create spaces where y'all can do that, where you feel empowered in your own. It actually makes me happy that y'all don't all have to rely on me. For me, the mark of a good leader is someone who if I do my job correctly, you won't need me all the time. If I do my job correctly, you'll be in and out. If I do my job correctly, you'll stand on your own too. And I'll always be here if you need me. I'll always be here if you need me. Put some respect on what you do. Put some respect on what you know. Put some respect on how you get down. Okay? Put some respect on the knowledge, the wealth of knowledge that you're walking in the space with, okay? Because I'm going to tell you this. Every single one of your abusers saw how intelligent you were. Every single person who's used you, they saw how amazing you were, how talented you were, and they saw that you didn't see it. And so they took advantage of you. They took you for granted. They used your talents for their own gain and not for yours. They didn't uplift you. As a matter of fact, a lot of them, while they were benefiting from you, they actively did everything they could to tear you down so that they could always keep you in a position where they could use your talent. You know, the talents you're refusing to acknowledge that are so great, so they could use your intelligence. You know, the intelligence that you're refusing to acknowledge and uplift and see. Yeah, they just kept you in a position where they were tearing down your self-esteem so they could benefit from the things that you were refusing to see. You better see it. You better see it. You better see it, because every single person, there is someone looking at you who clearly sees you. There is someone who is looking at you and they see your greatness and they also see your insecurity. So they're going to play into that. They're going to play into your low self-esteem to keep you in a position where you're just empowered enough to do to keep up on your stuff, but you're disempowered to work on your own. Oh, I watch it. I watch it. I see it in so many in the spiritual community. I see it in the BDSM community. I am one of my hard rules in the kink community is you are not allowed to be my submissive if you don't understand your greatness. One of the things that gets me off is understanding that very, very powerful people who are self-aware of their power, who utilize their power in everyday life want to give that to me. Nobody I work with is weak, and they better not ever see themselves as weak. That's what gives me power. Creating a safe, protected space where someone that big can lay it down. I watch Doms all the time target people who are powerful, and they put them in submission so that they can steal it, because they're not powerful within themselves. I see it in the community, the spiritual community. I see it across board, because I am one who holds power in several spaces in my life. And I'm never interested in harvesting the power of others. Not like that. I'm never interested in that. I want you to understand how strong you are. And all I want you to do is enhance that, because I treat submission is you are never deficient without, whether you are submissive to a person or to a God. You're not less than without that power. A good person, a good entity, you become more with. You are already a powerful being. And when you submit or give that, you become more with. You better understand your power, because somebody else sees it. You better understand your talent, because somebody else sees it and guarantee they're going to use it. They're going to use it. Your boss, your supervisors, they see you very clearly. They're going to use it. And they're going to suck you dry and not care if it's used for you. They don't care if you use it in service of yourself. They don't care. You better see it. You better see how wise you are, because somebody sees it. You better see how intelligent you are, because somebody sees it. You better see how strong you are, because somebody sees it. You better see how artistic you are, because somebody sees it. And if they see you not doing anything with it, they're going to. They're going to. And they're going to they're going to keep you in a low self-esteem place so they can harvest and stand on top of your energy. See yourself, because somebody else does. You better utilize that wisdom for yourself. Quit starting and enhancing other people's businesses. Start and enhance your own. Or if you are going to use it for other people's good, at the very least, you better use it for yourself good too. Because I'm out here using my gifts for other people. But not only am I my first client when it comes to healing, I need to be the first in line to benefit from my own gifts. That's a lesson that I thought I knew. And these last 2 years put that blaringly in my face. I had to learn that. Everybody is allowed to benefit from me, but I need to benefit first. I need to benefit first. I'm the one. If I cook the feast, I get the first choice. If I made a bunch of fucking crab and I marinated it and I put my foot in it and it tastes all good, no, the first person I serve is me. It ain't even you. It's me. If I made a big vat of medicine, you know who gets that medicine first? Me. Not y'all. This is why I practice this in the way I do these readings. This reading helps me. It helps me move through my week. It helps me move through my couple weeks. I pull the reading off camera so that I can have a moment with it. I pull the reading so I can sit with it. I get handled and spanked long before you do. And I allow myself that, I give myself that gift so I can have my own. This is a gift I'm offering to you guys, but it is for me too. So I sit with it first. I don't go through the first reading of that with you, because this is for all of us, and I get to benefit from this gift first. I get to sit down and say, ooh, that applies to this lesson in my life. This is a message for me. This is not a message for me. This is something that I probably need to put. I get to get that medicine first. You get to benefit from your gifts, your talents first. Then it's other people. Some of you need to reorder your life, because everybody else is eating off of you and you get the scraps. Everybody else is eating off of your talent and you get the scraps. Ain't no more of that. You eat first. You wait first. You wait first. You eat first. In the end, like, that's one of the things as being a Dom, I reiterate. In these moments where they choose to give me their submission and their power, one of the things that I always impress upon them, and I incite a very particular and deep loyalty in my submissives. And to this day, even when I let them go, they still offer me that very deep commitment and loyalty. Even though we're not under contracts anymore, they still offer me a deep loyalty that I love. But each and every one of my submissives ends up, this is what it means for me when I say you should be more with. In the end, they all learn to prioritize themselves even more and even deeper. Even if they were coming in good with that, I managed to get them even better with that. Yeah, you serve me. You belong to me. You're mine. You're mine. 1000% mine. You belong to me. You serve me. I'm one of your top priorities. But I want you to be well in this world. So your top priority should be yourself. That is the only way you're going to serve me in the way that I need, want, desire. When you're taking the best care of you. And then when you take the best care of you, it just doubles down on how I'm going to take the best care of you. So now you're getting the best treatment from yourself and from me. And that is when people bloom the most beautifully. Put some respect on yourself. And last but not least, where does this all lead us to? Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say, it's all right. The sun god, baby. The sun god. Come now. Expand to the skies and the shadows below. Big sky daddy energy in the house. Big Apollo energy in the house. Big Ra energy in the house. Ra. This is what this gets to. You notice how this whole reading, big Leo energy. You notice how this whole reading is about regulating ourselves, understanding the good, the bad, and the ugly, getting a hold of our emotions, It leads us to owning ourselves. It leads us to being big gods of ourselves. The god of your domain, the god of your world is who you should be. Is who you should be. You are all gods. We are all gods. It's time to actually put that into practice, my dear. We're moving into big God energy, sun God energy. When we own ourselves, the good, the bad, and the ugly of it all, when we own the light and the shadow, we own our destinies. We own our power. We own our full capacity. We own our entire light. That is what Spirit is asking you to do. Move into power. You know how last year we just kept getting that death energy, die to your old self, then die again, then pass away again, then one more time, then one more again, then do it again and again and again. And now the rebirth is here, honey. We were asked to do all that shifting, all that burying ourselves so that we can emerge in our highest forms and capacity. Yeah, darling, here comes the sun, and the sun is you in your full glory. In your full magnificence, in your full amazingness. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. I'm coming. That's right. That's right. That's right. No more disrespecting your light. No more disrespecting your power. No more disrespecting your talents. No more disrespecting your magnificent self. It's time to come into the sun of who you are. The most amazing aspect of who you are. It's time to rebirth and renew. It's time to be the most magnificent you. Own it. Own the light of you, the wisdom of you, the beauty of you. Own the shadow of you, the destruction of you, the dysfunction of you. Own your magnificence and your weakness. Own the places where you need to improve and grow. Own all of the places you've already grown. Own the way you have rebirthed. Own the journey. how you used to be not cool and now you're so cool. Own the transitions and the shifts and the change. Own the perfection of who you are and the imperfection, all the imperfect flaws that you possess. Own every inch of your strength and every single one of your weaknesses. Own where you are problematic so that you can truly shift it and heal it in ways that benefit first and foremost yourself and then others. Own your gifts so that you can give them with intention and they're not stolen from you by people who would take advantage of you. Own your nastiness so when you are called out on it, you can just heal it. Own your fabulousness and the fact that you are a good person. And own the fact that good people can do very bad things because of mental health, because of trauma, because of old pain. Own it. And when you own it, you can step into the fullness of who you are. See, the sun has to own all of the things about itself. Too much sun, too much direct sun. And what can happen? You'll burn. It'll kill everything that is viable with life. Too much sun is, in fact, the worst. It owns itself. It owns itself. It knows this about itself. So it has its cycles. It owns its shadow parts. Not enough sun will also take life. It owns its power and it acts accordingly. Own your power and act accordingly. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. Okay, Deacon, you are absolutely insane. Repeat after me. I have everything I need within myself. The Deacon. So simple with the way you beat us up. I have everything I need within myself. 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 Repeat after me. I choose life. This is not a pro-life or pro-abortion statement. This is about choosing life, the life that we have. We choose to live. We choose life, okay? I choose life. 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 I choose to live. Yes, Emperor Bree. I choose to live. I choose to live. I choose to live. I choose life. I choose life. I choose life. I choose to live. Let me acknowledge these super chats. Christy, thank you so very much for your super sticker, your super chat. Yeah, honey, we got wrecked. This one was a spanking and a half, okay? Vamp Kitten in the house, thank you for your super chat, baby. Fam Kitten said, I've had multiple clients who are either going through or have gone through what I have, and I've often experienced Spirit is calling me out through these people. Spirit doesn't play. Exactly. You know, when you are a healer that is self-accountable and self-aware, oftentimes Spirit is going to use our clients to speak directly to us. You know, oftentimes because when I often notice that I know I'm on track with my healing because my clients are going to come to me with the issues I just dealt with or the issues I'm dealing with now. It has been the issues of my clients actually that has sometimes gotten me to open up and see where I'm coming, where I'm at. Like the whole reading was reading me. You know what I'm saying? So that type of synchronicity lets you know you're on the right track. Okay. You're on the right track. Lighthouse said, I haven't subbed in a while because I needed to heal my insides, ready to dive back in when Spirit nudged me to. Amen. Amen. Sharp Knife says, live says, I do this with my kid a lot. If I make food and they don't want it, what I made, they can either make their own or wait for me to eat. Yep. That's right. That's right. Yep, Moon Pumpkin said if someone is benefiting from me, there needs to be an energy exchange. Yes, there needs to be, and if there is no energy exchange, pull your energy back because your energy is valuable, okay? Valuable. Bela Moon said, I'm finally able to set boundaries by understanding my own gifts and worth. Yes. So many of us don't know how to set our boundaries because we don't know that we have things worthy of setting boundaries against. We're like, oh, I just have like a tent and that's it. I don't need to protect this tent and it only has a few things in it, when really you're sitting on a mansion. You're sitting on acres of goodness and loveliness and you've just been looted. And because you don't understand how rich your lands are, you've allowed people to loot your lands because you don't know. You're just like, oh, I'm just sitting on a little patch of grass with a little tent. And they're looking at you like, you don't see that mansion back there? You don't see these fields, Becky, that you've been planting? You don't consider that yours? You don't consider that valuable? I do. I'm gonna take it then. If you can't see it as valuable, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna occupy your mansion. I'm gonna do all the kinds of things. So yes, honey, understanding your worth will help you set a boundary. I identify with that. Reciprocity is a need in connections. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Eddie said, we're going to show the world the communities we felt we felt we deserved. Amen. 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 Yes. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Oh, this was good. This was good. This was good. This was good. Well, I just want to thank you all so very much for your support, for being here. Again, I threatened to do the Discord thing. The meeting has been set. I just didn't put it and I forgot. That's my neurospiciness. But when this video is released, I'm going to take a break and then I'm going to come back and put the Zoom meetup. So we're going to have more than one Zoom meetup for those of you who want to help me learn Discord so that we can continue to have this community and thrive and grow it on there. I've got some weird things I want to do with you guys on Discord, so I have to learn it, and that is proving challenging for me. It takes me a while to learn technology sometimes, but that is just confusing. So this Discord meeting that I'm setting up is for those of you who have volunteered to help me learn that. Yeah, that's it. Just join it, and then we're just gonna figure some things out together. I think the first meeting will just like y'all are just gonna explain to me out loud what it's good for. I think I know, but y'all are just we're gonna just talk the first meeting, and then we'll get into I have an account. We'll get into logging in and all what I do with it. I have it. It's set up. I just don't do nothing with it because I'm confused. With that being said, so look to the comments for that. Check LadySpeech.com for all the updates. If you want a personal reading from me, that is where you get it. I'm looking forward to a few of you in the comments. Have a couple of readings this week, so can't wait to meet you in person. And with that being said, I love you so very much. I live for you. I thank you for your loyalty, your support. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with who you want to, subscribe. We are getting back to pre-recorded videos, so that's going up this week. I just thank you for your patience. I want to remind you that I am no longer associated with any organization, any magical store. I am fully independent, baby. So yeah, if you want to book me for something, please do so. But please continue to support your local mom and pop shops. Please continue to support spaces. Go ahead and support. If you're looking for some good herbs to be sent out to you, I trust Herbs and Arts. So if you go to herbsandarts.com, they're located in Colorado. That was my first magic store, and I've been going to that space for 20 years. I recommend them too because now they are shipping outside, so you can order online and they will ship it to you, okay? As well as if you're looking for herbs, you can also hit up Big Liz Conjure. I know where she gets her herbs, and they're pretty quality herbs. So if you're looking to order some herbs, definitely hit up biglizconjure.com. All right, you beautiful people, I want you to do some grounding work after this. Make sure that you are handling your business. Love on yourselves, and I will talk to you all soon. Mwah. 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 I love you. I live you. Thank you. Bye.